top of the morning to you.
And the rest of the day to yourself.
Welcome back, friends. And as you can tell, we are celebrating St. Patrick's Day.
Irish coffee, huh?
Irish coffee. Bailey's. Smells good. It's a little early in the day. This running clip is in 3 parts. The first part will be the times that we spent in Ireland with the whole family. And second part will be our Irish cooking, which we've done here at home. And there will be 2 videos that there'll be a link on the top that you can go to where we did all kinds of Irish baking a year ago. And you can see the whole video. I think there's 2 of them. And the last part will be the wonderful gatherings and parties, big giant parties that we've had here on St. Patrick's Day over the years. Let's talk about our years in Ireland.
You went over with Dub and did a scouting trip 2004 and found the place for us. You looked at like about 10 places that we found on the internet.
We had such a great roadie trip.
Found this place that was an ancient 1700s.
The first time we went, I think we had close to 28 or 30 family members, and we planned it all year long.
With strollers and guitars.
I think we had 60 or 70 suitcases. The teenagers brought their sound equipment, guitars, and they sang in the pubs and played their guitars along with the local bands every night. Some of the best times over there, we had a couple of babies. Colleen had little Ryan the first year, and the next time when we went over, she made a big announcement one night when we were all in front of the big Irish house we were all staying in, and she announced that she was 6 weeks pregnant. And the one thing that upset her so much was that she realized from then on in she couldn't drink any more Guinness. But
and she named that child after the river
Shannon.
Shannon.
And our lovely Shannon, who I hope you'll see, she's the most wonderful Irish cat. This is from my mother. This was her Celtic cross. And of course, this is the plate pin. And also the pins on my hat. Had this whole outfit 45 years. The kilt was made in Scotland, a full kilt, and the plate also. And at one time, when I was 117, when this was made, the kilt crossed over completely. Now, guess what? I had to sew it. Does not cross over. But this is it. Isn't it great to see the pleat? Pretty, huh? I made my cape from the tartan left over from 45 years ago, when we also bought extra tartan for dining room drapes, which hung until they were in shreds. I love the cape, and at the same time, I made all the other capes for all the daughters before we went to Ireland. This is yummy.
It's good.
Isn't it?
How much booze did you put in here? I get talkative.
I'm not going to say. Let's talk about the Irish cooking. There will be 2 thumbnails on here that up at the top will be a suggested video link. And if you push on that, you will be able to see in full the 2 videos about Irish cooking that we did. One is called A Full Irish Breakfast. We went to a special place here in Orange County, and we found the bangers and the black pudding and all the things that go into a great full Irish breakfast. And we cooked them here. We did a great video. Moose and I were all dressed up in our garb. And the other one we did a week later, also dressed, so we got to wear it twice. And that one was, we made a beef stew. We made col cannon, which is potato and leftover cabbage all mixed together. And I put the recipes on these videos so you'll be able to see them. We made Irish bread, Irish soda bread, and the sweet
What's
bread,
the name of
scones. That one, it's called Talking Blarney and Cooking Irish. And there will be links to both of those. So if you feel like spending some time with an Irish coffee or something.
You have probably figured it out by now. We know a lot of blarney.
Well, we do. And yet we haven't kissed the stone.
party up at Colleen and Micah's house. There were like 200 people there. I mean, people he didn't even know were invited.
Well, every year it got bigger and bigger. We had a huge, big white tent, and
so
wonderful.
Just think about lusty, generous, and loyal. What you will find in your Irish friends. If you don't, give me a call. You know, I have something to tell you about personalities. You talked about meeting the people there, and you were talking about nature and nurture the other day, and DNA. And I read a book called How the Irish Saved Civilization by a man named Cahill, I believe. And he was quoting from legends of gone by and songs gone by that were not written in the 1700s, that were written before Christ. Old stuff. And in it, there was, in both the legends and the epic poems, there were three personalities named that are found in all Irish men and Irish women. The first is lusty, which we
men
don't,
or women?
which we don't have to go into. And we visited the little great-grandchildren yesterday, and they were very affectionate. Because anyway, the other is loyal. Once you have a friend, that's your friend forever. And finally, generosity. You know, I can remember celebrating the day, even when we were in high school. We would get on a bus and go over to New York City and see the St. Patrick's Day parade. We might even have a beer over there. Well, maybe two. I'm not sure how many we had. But never mind. I can't remember what I was going to say.
We're having some moments
Where
here.
are we, by the way?
I'll tell you what
This
that
place
just,
is familiar.
that just reminded me of a St. Patrick's Day story. I went to an all-girls college in upstate New York. It was about an hour up from the city. And we marched in the St. Patty's Day parade every year in New York City, and we had to wear our cap and gowns
and high heels
and our heels, white gloves, and this was back in the late 50s, gals and guys. And we walked up, well, Fifth Avenue, whatever it was. Anyway, it was so fun. But the best part of it was that all the boys' colleges were marching too. Fordham and Georgetown, and they were there. So it was party central afterward. Happy St. Patty's Day, everybody. We love you all. Thank you all so much for watching our videos. I love everybody's comments, and we both appreciate all of you. And those of you who have not subscribed, give us a thumbs up and come on, join our Irish family.
Sláinte.
Sláinte. The top of the morning to you.
And the rest of the day to yourself.
God bless us all. Thanks for watching.